Psalm 118 verse 24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This verse reminds us that each new day is a precious gift from God. It encourages us to embrace the present moment with joy and gratitude, recognizing that God's hand is at work in every day. By rejoicing and being glad in it, we acknowledge His love and sovereignty over our lives, finding hope and purpose in the unfolding of each day. Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This powerful verse teaches us that with Christ's strength, we can overcome any challenges or obstacles that come our way. It is a source of inspiration and encouragement, reminding us that we are not limited by our own abilities, but by God's power working in and through us. By placing our trust in Christ, we find the strength to face the day's tasks with confidence and perseverance. Isaiah 40 verse 31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This verse offers assurance that those who place their hope and trust in the Lord will experience divine renewal and endurance. Like eagles soaring effortlessly through the skies, they will find strength to run the race of life without weariness, and walk in steadfastness even during challenging times. It reminds us that God's unfailing strength sustains and uplifts us when we rely on Him. Psalm 5 verse 3. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. This verse encourages us to begin each day in communication with God through prayer. By presenting our requests and desires before Him, we invite His guidance and wisdom into our lives. It teaches us to wait expectantly, knowing that God listens to our prayers and will respond in His perfect timing and according to His divine will. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 emphasizes the importance of trusting God completely, and not relying solely on our own understanding or plans. By submitting our ways to Him and acknowledging His wisdom, we invite His guidance and direction in our lives. When we surrender our will to His, He promises to lead us on straight and righteous paths. Joshua 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1 verse 9 is a message of courage and confidence. It reminds us that God's presence is constant and assures us that we need not fear or be discouraged, for He goes with us wherever we go. This verse encourages us to face the day's challenges with boldness, knowing that God's strength and guidance will never leave us. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning, great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23 is a beautiful expression of God's steadfast love and faithfulness. It reminds us that His compassion and mercy are unending, renewing with each new day. No matter what difficulties we may face, God's love sustains us and His faithfulness remains constant, providing us with hope and assurance for the day ahead. Psalm 143 verse 8. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life. Psalm 143 verse 8 is a prayer for divine guidance and a deeper awareness of God's unfailing love. By putting our trust in Him, we seek His direction and purpose for our lives. This verse reminds us that when we entrust our lives to God, He will lead us on the right path and fill our hearts with the assurance of His love. Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans 8 verse 28 offers comfort and assurance in knowing that God's plans are always for our ultimate good. Even in difficult circumstances, we can trust that God is working behind the scenes to bring about His purpose in our lives. This verse encourages us to maintain faith and hope, knowing that God is orchestrating all things for our benefit. 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 16 to 18. Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 16 to 18 provides a threefold approach to living a fulfilling life in Christ. It encourages us to rejoice always, finding joy in the Lord regardless of our circumstances. We are urged to maintain constant communication with God through prayer, keeping an open line of dialogue with Him. Finally, it calls us to express gratitude in all situations, recognizing that God's will for us is to embrace a spirit of joy, prayer, and thanksgiving. By starting our day with these powerful and uplifting Bible verses, we open our hearts to God's wisdom, strength, and love, enabling us to navigate the challenges and blessings of each new day with faith and purpose. These verses remind us of our dependence on God, inviting His presence into every aspect of our lives and setting a positive tone for the day ahead.